"Knock, knock, Canada, let me in." Congratulations! You have your counterfoil visa in your passport, you have the approval letter, and you have your flight, and you arrive at the Canadian port of entry. Whether maybe you're driving or maybe you're flying. Either way, it is you are at the Canadian port of entry. And that counterfoil visa allows you to say, "Knock, knock, Canada, let me in. My application was approved." And now you find yourself for this interview at the port of entry. And it is very important because, especially it is very important with all the recent changes, the powers to CBSA officers are given, they are much greater, and they have the power to refuse you entry to Canada if they don't find you a bona fide, let's say, visitor visa, or if they suspect that you are going to work, or if they check their database during the interview at the port of entry, they decided that your application was not credible, or whatever reason they find, they have the power not to let you into Canada and even to cancel the application. Let's hope for the best. And preparation and composure at the port of entry is very important. When you asked a question, please answer directly without any exaggeration. Listen whether the question requires you to answer yes or no. And don't start with history telling, because at the same time, the officer is interviewing you and he has limited time. So if the officer asks, "Why are you coming to Canada?" just answer, "What did you write on your application? Are you coming to visit friends? Who are the friends? Are you coming to visit relatives?" Remember, immigration officer has the ability to check your application, what you indicated in your submission. Where you staying? If you're visiting, so tell where you are staying, tell the address, tell the name of the people. Again, all this is indicated in your original application. The other question could be, and most likely will be, when you're planning to return. Do you have a return ticket? Yes, you say whatever date it is indicated on your ticket. They have the right to ask any question they wish. And one of the questions most likely will be, what is your job? What do you do for a living? Are you a student? Why are you coming to Canada? Are you looking for a job? So this is one of the other reasons that the CBSA officers can cross-reference and rephrase the questions to establish whether you are a genuine visitor to Canada or you intend to work without a work permit. They may also call your relatives that you are visiting, and they may ask who paid you the ticket, how much money you have, and so on and so forth. Remember, the power is on the CBSA officer's side. Otherwise, if you try to hide something, the officer may cross-reference, rephrase the questions. You may be lost in your answers. And officers are highly trained. Most of the officers are highly trained, and they will be able to establish whether your answers are genuine, truthful, or not. It is easy to get lost and get entangled and provide contradicting information. Also, your body language will give you away because you're nervous, and CBSA officer will understand that maybe you're not telling the truth. I highly recommend you to refrain from telling jokes, or not telling jokes, but to answer questions in a funny way. Let's say, last time I entered Canada, the officer asked what I was going to do in Canada. I told him I'm going to spend my money. I'm not quite sure that every single CBSA officer would appreciate such an answer. Again, as I repeated at the beginning, tell the truth. Don't evade. Don't offer needless explanation. Don't try to be funny. Be relaxed. Be composed. Be prepared. and everything will be fine. Good luck. Canada is a beautiful country.